at long last, after well over a year at this point, oh man, we are here with the final episode of Wizard101 on a budget. This has been a very long time coming, and dude, I'm so excited to finally be done with this series. I'm gonna be honest, playing through the 4th arc has, made me regret some of this, but it's still, I'm really glad that I've still got people watching these, and yeah, this is gonna be the last one. Wow, that's crazy to think about. Alright, Ivan, what you got?
Ah, Wizard. It is good to smell you again. Ivan would give you a great big hug, but it's not time for hugs. It's time for crushing. No, Ivan not know where Antler Mouse is. Ivan think we must fight everything in the... That sound like Antler Mouse. To battle, Wizard.
Our story begins, as all stories do, eons ago, in more nascent and chaotic days, where monsters roamed free and civilization was their food. It was into this world that Khonsu was born. He looked upon it and he said, nay.
Oh, like horsey.
Shh! But alas, Khonsu fell, washed away by hateful storms.
Crackle, crackle, snap and pop, we will zap an ancient crock.
Now experience Khonsu's dread, his fear and confusion, his overwhelming sense of his own mortality. Go, get beat up by the storm.
Now you see why they call Ivan great. Hey, where do you go? Oh, you over there now. Ha! Now you see why they call Ivan great.
Sadly, such weak, terrible, absolutely embarrassing attempts at combat could not thwart the vengeful storm.
Ivan does not like you.
And so Khonsu was whipped across the spiral over years, until finally he crashed into the sands of his native Crocotopia. There he was greeted by... the Tuts!
Look! A resource to plunder! It shall be mine!
But little did they know that Khonsu, that's you, controlled a power too great for them to plunder.
No! Curse you, Khonsu! Curse you!
Yeesh. And thus was a rivalry born. Khonsu versus the Tuts, the division that would ultimately lead to Selenopolis. Thank you for attending our play. Please be sure to leave generous donations on your way out. The bard and his troupe work for tips.
Wait, where is Antler Mouse?
Antler who now? I'm afraid that's not a thing. Cheery bye then.
Walk away toward the locked room back there. Maybe these strange hands have key.
Was this in the script?
Hurry, Wizard, to backstage.
Spellbinder!
That's not good. Hang on, I've got an idea. And thus did the wizard leave the play, never to return or seek their captive friend.
Ha! Ivan sees through your trick. He crush you now.
Ha! Spellbinder! I knew you would come, but... why are you with him?
What? Ivan is great and powerful hero of La Resistance.
Maybe so, but I suspect Ivan is also a bear, and you smell like spit and death.
Oh, you got me! Forsooth I am got!
I'm fine, Spellbinder. Don't worry about me. After him.
Ha ha ha!
Allow me to introduce myself, the leading player of this, our little pageant. Numerous are the names bestowed upon me. But most know me as the Bard of Avalon, Khonsu's hoof of vengeance.
Hold fast, dramatic fiend, and explain simply why we are here.
I say again, vengeance. In its name were you taken. For its thrill I did craft this swan song, and at its end, well, yours.
So it is a fight you seek. Very well.
Ki! Stay thy paw! Have you no drama in your soul? We have no setting, no backstory, no rivalry. What is this Selenopolis? Why is it here? Why were you brought here? 4 theaters await you in this marketplace majestical. 4 plays cry out for their hero to take the stage. Only then can we move on to the final confrontation.
Fuff! Forget his churlish games. I can follow his scent. Let us get him now.
Dost thou seek to skip to the end? Nay, I say. Goest out and complete mine plays.
Blast it. It seems we must seek out these theaters then.
Wait! Don't go! The plays are all traps. Traps for you. Traps from the moon. You have to learn to see through the light. I can teach you. Shh! The moon is listening, and the walls are its eyes.
Come, Spellbinder. Let us leave this madman to his rants.
Oh, I'm not mad. I wish I was. The lie is so much saner than the truth. And the truth is that the moon burns worse than the sun. You are being led into a story that ends in death. The bard is a wielder of myth. Myth is a story, and a story becomes more true as it's repeated. Each play you attend only increases his power.
But we cannot enter his abode until we do so. It is magically sealed.
Seals? Where? Shh. No seals. Attend the plays, yes. Or abandon your friend. Spring every trap and endure. Or just walk away.
Spellbinder, that is brilliant. If the plays are all conjurations of myth, they were created by the bard, but maintain a slight independence. They can be turned against their creator. Tell us, Mad Bird, can this be done?
Can it? Should it? Should I? Okay. Let us see it through. Each play is a lie. Its characters, figures of history, twisted and distorted. With truth, we can unwind them. I might know where to look. Where should we begin?
I think we should begin with Taweret.
Chameleons are everywhere, hiding in plain sight. They could be watching us even there!
'Tis only I.
So you say, but chameleons long ago stole Khonsu's moon powers. They could be anything, anywhere.
I believe I saw them pacing around the underground market.
Impossible! Unless they wanted you to see them. Why? Perhaps it is time. Perhaps they are ready to face the Moonseum.
How do you know so much of this place and its designs?
I smell brainwaves.
Very well then. Spellbinder, you will find a gate blocks your path. Perhaps its guard may be diverted somehow.
Stop. I can't let you in. There's chameleons about. Need to keep them contained until we find some way to see them. Just use my eyes. Real cute. They blend in too well, wizard. But if I had magic eyes, well then, maybe I could do something. No, I am not sending you to collect eyes. Don't be repulsive. I am sending you to collect books. Some kind of book that can tell me how to enchant my eyes. That is a lot of books to sift through. May take me a while, but you did your part, so I will let you through in the meantime. If you feel the wind brush past you, though, it is probably a chameleon, so watch out for wind.
Shh! Everyone be quiet! A stranger is looking right at us! Blend in, and if they come near you, attack! We've been spotted somehow! Get them! This is not working. Alright, new tactic. Let us speak, Earthborn. Oh yes, the Covenant of Ra knows exactly who you are and where you're from. We know all that Khonsu knows as far as we know. Now, what do you want? I don't know any old quack. But if you want us to dispel the lies of the Moonseum, I would be all too glad to help. Take this moon receiver. It uses magic to transmit brain waves through olfactory and auditory nerves, so I can guide you from afar. You'll just need to find a way to cover up our communications. If the staff suspect us, they may retaliate.
Welcome to the Moonseum of Taweret, preserving the great history of Selenopolis. Would you like a tour? I am thrilled. Take this audio tour and just go through there.
Welcome to the audio tour of Taweret's Moonseum. Please make sure to like, it's much more fun than hating, and subscribe to our newsletter.
Oh yeah, and leave like 50 comments for their algorithm too.
You may be asking yourself, who is Taweret? Is it me? Am I Taweret? The answer may surprise you. It's no. I'm not Taweret, and neither are you. Taweret was an avatar of Khonsu, his shield of vengeance, who helped build the vibrant city we have today.
That is not what Taweret did. That is not who she was.
As you walk through this tribute to the great Taweret, I will fill you in on fascinating historical facts.
And I will give you the truth.
Alright, so we want to keep track of these obelisks. We're going to say Beetle, Storm,
Taweret
okay.
helped Khonsu rein in the harsh elements of the desert.
No, I'm being reined in! Curse you, Taweret!
Bringing in helpful rainy seasons, she created the Garden of Khonsu and his vivarium.
I'm helping.
Taweret tore down an ecosystem with people still living in it. It was a disaster of such severity, it pierced the veil of Khonsu's lies.
Please talk to our helpful attendants if you'd like to know about the Great Cleansing.
I think the only thing we're meant to cleanse, wizard, is you! From existence!
Not bad, right? I took improv classes before I met the bar.
We'll meet again, wizard, and you'll learn revenge is a dish best served iced.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
Taweret brought in the elements, but it was a few chameleons who moderated them, so they didn't get overwhelmed by a world not accustomed to them. They formed the Covenant of Ra to prevent such calamities from ever happening again. We cannot defeat Khonsu himself, he's beyond us, but we can temper his influence.
Behold, I am the life brought to Selenopolis by Khonsu and his avatar Taweret.
In reviving the physical world of Krokotopia, Taweret also invigorated the spirit of her peoples.
I am the history that begets inspirations that begets loyalty to Khonsu.
More like the lie that begets delusion that begets fanaticism.
And I am the death that greets all who oppose the will of the moon.
See?
And then tree for this room.
And thus you see that Selenopolis, while isolated, still welcomes visitors with open arms.
And sometimes sharpened arms. But this is why the Covenant of Ra equipped ourselves with the same magic used against us. Over the years, we stole bits of Khonsu's knowledge and learned his moon magic. We use it to transform ourselves. That is why we are so able to hide, to sneak, to infiltrate and disrupt. Maybe one day, we'll deceive Khonsu himself.
And that concludes our tour. I hope you enjoyed our brief historical journey. Please be sure to tell all your friends.
I don't know about you, but locked doors just make me curious. Looks like you need some sort of code, but where would you find it?
Alright, so bird, bug, skull is right there to the left, storm, and tree.
Huh, you solved that with the wisdom of Ra. Now, let's see what the Moonseum is hiding.
I am Taweret!
Wow, actual hippo. Didn't see that coming.
What else would you expect in a museum dedicated to my great works?
You can hear me?
I hear all!
Then hear this. For the crimes you committed in the name of your false king, the Covenant of Ra shall pass sentence upon you! Go get him, wizard!
Alright, so with this one, there's a cheat cycle involved, and we're gonna want these. And we're also gonna want this, just cuz. So, alrighty.
trampled at my mighty feet.
Check again.
Why do you retain all 3 of your dimensions?
Because you lost?
But I am Taweret, the unbreakable shield. I have never failed, never lost. How can this be?
Because you're not the real Taweret. You're a myth, crashing against reality. What Taweret pretended to be, betrayed by hard fact.
I was not a protector. I was not a shield, but a tool, wielded by a clumsy craftsman. And now I am a myth wielded by a clunky writer. Fine then, but a tool can likewise be a weapon. Wizard, when you face the clunky bard who perpetuates this myth, call on me and I will aid you.
You saw through the lies and helped a story find its ending. I thank you, stranger. Truly, you have the wisdom of a lightseer. The Covenant of Ra is in your debt.
Well, alright, that is 1 out of the 4 bosses here done. Just 3 more to go, and then all the bards. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be here for a while, aren't I?
You beam like the sun! That either means you won against the moon, or are about to explode.
Alright, let's do Toth next.
Godsu lies, and his lies are chronicled in his great library, but that is in a district barred by the odious Crocs.
No matter. We shall vanquish them. I will join you when you seek to cross that gate, Spellbinder.
Excellent! Then you can enter the library. But don't! Not without my scrolls of truth. They're the real history buried by the moon. But they were taken from me by the street players in the Grand Exposition. Face them, and ask about my scrolls.
Halt! No one may enter the gatehouse. By order of the Selene.
Stand down, reptilian fiend.
Starting to think we should lock the door to the lock.
It could be a good idea.
Well fought, Spellbinder. Just like the old days. Now, pull that lever to open the gate outside. I will return to watch over our crazed guide.
Foolish wizard! I will not reveal the writings of that old quack. They are bland and incoherent. Thusly, I threw them away into the streets.
The moon follows the stars and the disruptions within them. It saw the Earthport arrive, saw it learn and spread. The moon watched the necromancer and the queen and the spider of old. It saw the nothing and cabal and the necromancer again. The moon saw it all and was enraged. The moon watched over worlds from Wizard City to Wallaroo, and everywhere it looked, it saw Earthborn. But then it turned its gaze to the darkness. Crack! And it saw terror in the pits where light feared to shine. Earthborn rallied and schemed and waited. The moon watched as the Earthborn sat in the darkness, sat and planned and hid. She did not move without purpose, but what purpose guided her movement?
From his throne in Selenopolis, Khonsu watched the spiral. He saw worlds flourish and fade, civilizations grow and spread. He watched the story of the spiral unfold, and he saw its villain. A gremlin, a goblin, a devious little trickster that crawled in from beyond and brought empires to their knees. Still it is here. Still it is waiting, its story unfinished. Find the villain amidst the debris of dynasty.
So the trick here is you basically just have to make the secondary colors from the primaries. So I guess green's not exactly a primary, but you get the idea. It's just red and apparently green makes yellow.
Oh, we Draconians, we fire-hearted masters of ash and sky, we were defeated and banished. Why, oh why?
With the Emperor played and nearing his grave, we thought we could conquer and misbehave. But I'd sign it. You must speak the line. Such was our agreement.
Worry live on a fate. A wizard's right there! Get him!
This is why we must say the lines. To fuel the power of myth. Relive the story to feed the storyteller.
The blue, that'll activate the purple one, and then we turn this one off, and here we go. Magenta.
All we wanted to do was make the candy and not pay people.
We had a similar philosophy. Wait, Was I supposed to rhyme?
Rhyming is for penguins. We simply crush tiny human.
Thanks to you, valued customer, miners get lunch hours.
Thanks to you, Wizard, penguins now rule in assemblies.
Thanks to you, Manders think they're people. Did you really believe you could change so much and suffer no consequences?
Alright, so last one up is going to be probably green and blue, so bop bop. There we go, cyan.
The Shadow Queen, Destiny's gift. Our dark empire she did uplift.
But she fell, through glass and through time. But now we will have vengeance when we finish this rhyme. These lines are terrible. It's our story. Shouldn't we write our own dialogue?
I don't know. Something about incantations of myth. Just eat the wizard. Wait, did Morganth actually fall through time?
I don't know. I forgot the line and couldn't think of a threat that rhymed with sky.
Die?
No. You die.
Now, all that's left, probably just turn this one on, and there we go. White one. So, this fight, I actually hate it. So, we're going to put on this cool deck right here, and we are going to pack nothing but braces, stabilizes technically, and heals. Because I am not going in there without that.
And thus the villain is at last revealed, the traveling tidal wave that washes away worlds. Khonsu watched as you traveled Earthborn, and I recorded his observations. For I am Toth, master of stories. I am the chronicler of vengeance. The story doesn't end until you do, outsider, deceiver, schemer, upender. I will allow you to shake the spiral known. What? Scrolls? Give them here. I have no idea what you want me to do with these.
Actually, what are these? These accounts aren't mine, but they are Khonsu's. Are these about you? About another? I thought I wrote Khonsu's truth. But if there are tales I didn't pen, then either Khonsu deceived me, or I am not Thoth. I am a fictive interpretation of Thoth, created by this bard. He weaves the energy of delusion and deception. He tries to wear you down while empowering himself, and I am but his tool, his weapon, his plot device. I think it time for a plot twist. Call upon me in the bard's domain, and together we will give him notes.
Hell yeah.
Thoth himself read my works, and they changed him? I don't believe it.
I knew this, I knew that.
Beware the moon! It kills the self and fills your husk with its light. This is how Khonsu's avatars are made. But their old self can be resurrected with knowledge of who they were. That light will guide you through the darkness of death.
You speak insanity.
I speak moon truths. Now, go gather knowledge in this, the marketplace of ideas. Then let it guide you through the propaganda. The theater of war shows how Khonsu drowned the sun in the night sky, and where the bard hopes to drown you in tiring exposition. Do not let him.
How do you know so much of this bard?
I know all the servants of the moon, all of Khonsu's avatars, and the bard is his most verbose. But listen, the lines they read are mythic chants, rituals of power contained in bloated scripts. Gather those from the players and add the lines, Ra Ra Sun Moon Ba, to summon the truth in their villain of lies. Now go to the grand exposition underground. Do not drown in it.
We are going to start with the Anubis quest and get ourselves some knowledge.
We have come to steal the power of this place. Face us, Khonsu, and give us your magic.
So many invasions! How is Khonsu expected to get anything done if he's constantly repelling attackers? Someone think of his time management.
We laugh at your petty concept of time management. And now, we will enslave you all, starting with you.
Oh, I wish I could somehow help Khonsu. Take this burden unto myself so he can pursue his work, hobbies, and leisure activities.
I can help you with this noble ambition.
Anubis, Lord of Death, Custodian of the Underworld, Keeper of the Scales. Zowie, what are you doing here?
I appear when death is needed. I can help you ascend. Offer yourself to my domain, and in your place, a hero will emerge. Khonsu will empower you, make you his avatar in the world, his implement of vengeance against invaders and inconveniences. Do you accept?
Boy, do I. No, this is not what happened.
I am a mere Manda no longer. I am an extension of Khonsu, his ward against interruptions, his karate chop of vengeance. Allow me to show you. But I am vengeance, aren't I?
Of course you are. What else could you be? What else have you ever been?
True. There is no record I have been anything else. What is this knowledge? I remember. I was something else. I was tricked, manipulated, sacrificed to you.
Pity.
Do not flee me, parasite. I was destroyed to feed you.
But you were made into something better, into living retribution.
No, that is not what you did. That is not what you are. Let us see your truth.
Alright, so for this fight, we're going to want to sit under Berserk a bunch and probably throw out a couple of those, maybe a Shrike. Honestly, just for less deck clutter, let's have Shrikes. And then from there, yeah. We'll want all our usual stuff. But yeah, we're just going to want to take a lot of damage because this fight is just like that for some reason. So, alrighty, let us go.
Now that was a performance, right? I'm just a player, remember? Not like really some old avatar. But I am a very good player. Ciao.
I have no idea what is happening. I see. So I am but a creation of myth magic, summoned by a bard, an idiot full of sound and fury. I signify nothing. I find that unacceptable. If you face this bard, in his presence you may call upon me. And together, we will send him screaming to the real Anubis.
You recruited Anubis? Ironic given the deal the real immortal made with Khonsu. To be fed the spirits of lost avatars in exchange for building Selenopolis here, near the gateway to his domain.
It is the Destroyer! Get them!
Well, I'm about to use my Wallaroo spell for the first time literally ever.
Yeah, this right here is why we don't have an empire anymore. Back to marching!
We are the scorching rays of the sun, hurled from sky to sand by the hateful villain Ra. We wither plants and dry up rivers. We burn home and hero alike. We are the sun, and to gaze upon us is to go blind. To touch us is to die. And now we extend our reach to you. As the wicked will of Ra seemed destined to doom Croc and Mander alike, he came, like a silver bolt of relief, straight from the heavens.
Hold fast, Valenius Ra, for your sun is but an empty ball of gas and fire. I wield the moon, a stable source of light and energy. With but a wave of my hand, this land is transformed. The desert flourishes, the people find purpose, and the glorious coolness of night prevails. Face me if you dare, false immortal, and suffer the fate of all fools. And thus is Khonsu victorious, yes he is, and Ra defeated. He and his wicked weapon are forever banished from this city, this sanctuary, this Selenopolis. And so ends Act 1. Now for Act 2. So too did eternal block parties. These weren't exactly common before because the sun is really hot. The last known block party occurred, 12 decades ago.
Alright, bro, I don't care.
Hey, I don't think you're supposed to see those scripts. And I definitely don't think you're supposed to be editing them.
Oopsie poopsie. Alright, Khonsu the Savior, what you get? Okay, shut the hell up.
And that is how Khonsu healed the world with moonlight. Huh? Oh, new script, eh? Let me take a look. Ra, Ra, Sun, Moon, Ba. What the devil does that?
The ancient words have been spoken, and I live. Kneel before Ra.
Ooh, that ain't good. Bye.
I am the twisted tale, the tortured lie. I am the fabricated Lord of the Sun, no longer. Now it's time for truth to burn through.
Alright, well, if I get blades, I'm definitely killing with the supercharge. And if I get traps, I'll do that. We'll throw in just an ice trap just because. And that should be enough, no matter how you cut it, I feel like. Especially with a frenzy, so. Alrighty. Of course, we got shuffles if we need them. Back a couple more pierces, do that. And I got some blades inside. Alright. Looks good to me. And I'll pack a Dark Surge, just because.
You fight with spirit. You say you don't serve the Sun Thief. I do. Khonsu transforms lie into truth, citizen into servant, immortal into puppet. He made Ra a character in his insipid pageant. I would have words with its author. The mythic energy that Bard weaves gave me life. In his presence, you may summon me to aid you. Together, let us pen his epitaph.
Absolutely.
You saw through the lying light and recruited the Lord of the Sun? The story of him, anyway. But even stories have their might. You have ventured through all 4 of the Bard's dens of lies with your sanity intact. No one else has done that.
Clearly.
Quack! Go face the Bard in his rogue theater, Earthborn. Prevail against him to save your friend.
Yes, well, shall we be off, Spellbinder?
Is that the wizard I see before me? To see thee, or not to see thee? That is the question. 4 foul plays have I presented. Each in turn thou hast attended. Thus the final act descends upon thee. A swan song most lamentable. I call it A Midsummer Night's Scream!
Where is the dramatical fiend? There are 4 doors. Inevitably, a trap awaits beyond each. Yes, those stories and characters you've collected are indeed how you can turn the tide. But how do you summon them? A cast list? For these theatrical snares, no doubt. Ah, I see. Read aloud the name of the character whose aid you seek, and they will appear. Be wary, though, Spellbinder. I don't know how resilient these characters will be. You may only summon each once. And no doubt, only one at a time. I shall remain here to guard this stand, lest the Bard discover your strategy. Good luck, Spellbinder. May the light shine upon you.
Alright, well, let's see where they all spawn at. Does the wiki tell me? Alright, so it does say at least that fire is going to be at stage 1, so I think that's where we're going to take Taweret.
Oh, good morrow. You escaped my notice there. I am but a humble writer of plays. Never was there a tale of more woe than mine own. Little Coriolama lived with his parents in Avalon. He was lost. He knew not the language or history or customs of this foreign land. The other children scorned him and hurled such stinging epithets he burned with shame. Odd-shaped deer thing, Cory no antlers, and gross. The dogs, oh, the dogs did bark at him, sent as it seemed before his time into this breathing world. And, to tell it true, it enraged him, caused such disquiet that he lashed out with the spleen of fiery dragons. Fruitless attempts at retaliation plagued him. Cruel defeat mocked his ambition. For Coriolama was a bookish boy, unsuited to the rigors of combat. And since he could not prove the warrior to defend against such scornful ways, he determined instead to prove a bard. To entertain in his own well-spoken ways. The myth was the thing, and with its arcana he'd take arms against a sea of troubles. Trolls did he call, and Medusas, and bugs, monsters of his mind which left ashes at his feet. Not one soul dared call me Cory No Antlers again.
The king returns. Once dragon, once lost. He is back and brings dire cost.
Once this land was open, its bounty was free. We'd help ourselves to whatever we did see.
But the king! Now that he's back, our efforts were thwarted by nightly attack.
And who was it that plucked the king from his cave and restored him to lordship over you knaves?
The wizard, the scion, earthborn from beyond.
Now we are here, so they can be gone.
course you win. You always do. But what of the poor bandits crushed neath your fell shoe?
Dogs, weasels, corvidae, lend us your ears. We come to bury the wizard, not to praise them. They hath brought many boons to Avalon. But Nana says they're ambitious, and Nana is an honorable hamster.
The wizard is ambitious! Ambitious, I tell you!
Exactly. Thus we beseech you all to join us, with your arms and gold and knowledge. Let us find the weapon that wizards cannot survive.
Help us find the fabled Moon King. Entreat his aid and his followers. Let us stand together, we few, we angry few, we band of bothered.
So rouse yourselves in the name of Nana!
And so, to Crocotopia we came. To Khonshu. To vengeance.
Very cool.
match is not the ending foretold to Khonsu. Who am I? I am but a humble bard brought to amuse the troops who so eagerly serve you, my lord Khonsu. What value could I have? These, my players, my summons, my creatures, are but spirits, melted into air, into thin air. 'Tis true, there is wisdom in thy speech. Myth and moon are as one, shifting and shaping the world as a writer shapes words. Permit me to serve as your avatar. I will be your author of vengeance.
Thankfully, this guy does not have any minions, so we ball.
Vengeance never dies. It can only be sated.
Look who I have captured, Spellbinder. It seems his talents ran dry.
Hark! I am slain. Upon this stained soil am I left to greet grim death. Will my dissolution yield peace everlasting, or eternal pain? Will I...
Enough. Where is the bear we seek?
Perchance you look within. Perchance he was there all along.
I hate it when he does that.
Where is Ivan? Ah, wizard! Privyet! What do you mean, am I real Ivan?
It is indeed a genuine bear, Spellbinder. We have succeeded. Come, friends, let us find the mad quacker and commence with revels.
Ivan does like crackers. They are going well with
Stroganoff. It occurs to me we could have just asked him about Stroganoff and found out if he was real or not.
You won? Unexpected. And good. Very good. You continue to surprise, Earthborn. You were inventive, wizard, that's for sure.
It seems our crazed ally has flown away.
Ivan, too, wishes he could fly.
We have some insect craft on my world that you should see, friend. But for now, the Spellbinder is right. Let us find their ally in the city.
Hey, you found Ivan and the mouse guy.
Divim Whiteheart, Regent of Bastion. At your service, milady.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ivan the Great, champion of being great. Also at your service.
I pity the Khonsu who messes with all of us, especially when all 7 of your friends are assembled. Everyone's safe, for now.
Not until we deal with this Khonsu.
Da, we crush Moonman. Then I'll go for Stroganoff.
I know not what this Stroganoff is, but...
It is like a soup, but made of mustard.
Maybe something else, then?
Well, hello there. My name's Captain James T. Pork. The T stands for terribly nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
Can I assume we're staying out here while the wizard does all the heroics?
You guys are, but I'm going with. Pork, you hold the fort. Come on, Wizard. Let's slap this Kansu straight back to the moon.
Yes, ma'am, let's do that. But, not when the sun is coming up in the next hour. So, yep. Cut the video right about here. And we're officially back for the final little stretch. Here we go, it's the Celestial Pyramid team.
This is weird. I was expecting a lot of cheesy statues of some highfalutin croc. What is all this?
The lie behind the lie. The darkness behind the moon.
Who are you? And why do you smell like dirt?
Dirt is grit. In grit we find truth.
Have you tried maybe looking in soap? Maybe in soap you find truth.
No, but in that console you may find something. Maybe truth, maybe more lies.
Well, let's see.
56 rotations since we discovered this unusual arrangement of small worlds, and we have finally learned what binds them. There is a unique and unquantifiable energy source here. Versatile and highly malleable. The native creatures call it magic. We have elected to stay and establish a research base to further study this energy and its applications.
I don't get it. The arrangement of worlds? That's the spiral, right? Is Kansu not from here?
I don't want to say. Hurry, we are closer than ever before to freeing this city from the blight of the moon.
Yeah, cool. Who were you again and how did you get in? Well, of course he's gone. Let's go.
Hold on there, Earthborn.
Why are there so many ducks?
We are what Kansu needs us to be.
He needs you to be ducks.
He needs them to be vengeance.
Well, this fight is super weird and convoluted, so yeah. You can tell by the deck that I am just going to be shielding a bunch into a double fainted tree on Drake over here to stop his cheat, so that way I can actually, play the game normally, and then Mammoth Quinton. I don't know how sustainable this is going to be. I probably don't even want to Frenzy, probably a good idea to pack a few of those. But yeah, now my deck's all cluttered, so really no way to tell how this one's going to go, team. But let's see. Definitely going to have to fish for first. Let's see how long that takes. Not long at all. I'll take it. Yeah, Jesse to the rescue.
We have built machines to manipulate the magical energies, creating new variants based on the astral bodies. The energy of the sun enhances, the stars cast auras of light, and I have harnessed the phases of the moons to alter an organism's shape and skill. As the moon shifts from gibbous to full, as matter changes from solid to gas, so too can Amanda become a duck, or a warrior, a craftsman. We each made our avatar to act as guardian and experiment. Ptolemos is adequate, but I can improve him. My new test bed in the reptilian desert has already been fruitful. There are atypically hybridized versions of the energy we could harness. With it and the moon, both land and creature have been easily altered with only occasional glitches. A percentage of subjects have, after repeated transformations, become stuck in a strange hybridized state. This can be avoided with adequate caution.
What? Wait. Those symbols on the display, are those the astral schools? Is that what all this transforming moon stuff is? The moon school?
No, they have to learn! School is about teaching. The moon is about lying. I won't let you change me. Stop whispering!
That's probably a bad sign.
I would imagine it is. Alright, well, this deck is absolutely demonic. I don't think we're going to need all of this, necessarily. But, yeah, we probably will want that and that. Gas. One more faint. And that. And that. There we go.
Are you okay there, deck guy? You're not secretly a mander, too.
I'm worse. Like these wretched beasts. I am torn and shifted and morphed to fit the needs of the one who created the Moon School of Magic.
Khonshu? But Celestians created the astral schools.
Well, I don't want to say he's Celestian, but he's Celestian. And he won't let the Earthborn further contaminate his spiral.
You!
Me? Who are you? Where am I?
In the pyramid.
All right, okay. Why?
To lure us into a trap, I think. Remember, you threatened us when we got here.
Are you sure that was me?
Not anymore. Do you remember being a duck a minute ago?
Huh?
Yeah. You should probably go outside. We'll deal with this.
Alright, just down to Loon Knight.
Hey! Duck Guy's back.
Don't you understand? It's all me! Everywhere you went, it's been me! The adventurer, the bookish scholar, even the crazed hermit.
We are all the same. All avatars of Khonsu, morphed with the power of the Moon School to guide you through traps.
And study you as you thwarted him, so we could prepare to defend Khonsu as his avatar. His Loon Knight.
His beak of vengeance!
Alright, Looney. What have we got to expect from you? Let's see, so... Alright, we're definitely going to want Shrike. That's that's what we're gonna want.
me see if I get this straight. You are an avatar of Khonsu,
Correct.
polymorphed by moon spells to be a powerful warrior, a scholar, a weirdo, whatever.
That is so.
Because Khonsu, while thought of as a croc, is actually a Celestian.
Indeed.
The very Celestian who invented the Moon School.
You're nailing it.
And he set a trap for the wizard.
Right again.
Why?
I don't know.
Ah, come on, wizard. Let's see what's through here.
Alright, well, that was just bad RNG, but we brought in Jesse. Hopefully for the last time. Because goddamn.
And now, we're outside again.
Hey, I did it! Now you can teleport back to the ground when you need to.
See? You just have to put your mind to things. Now, let's look at this other door. Where does it lead?
It led to destruction.
Pretty sure I didn't do that. What does it want?
What does it want? Well, we'll figure out what it wants after I sit in the healing waters of Khonsu for about 2 minutes.
All our work led only to destruction. While I was away, our settlement was destroyed by the risen legend, the so-called Storm Titan. I tried to fight it, to seek vengeance, but I was inadequate. My ship was hurled across the skies. It was all I could do to steer it here. My ship is destroyed, beyond repair. I can never leave. I can never have my revenge. But I can channel that energy into my studies.
Well, I guess you'll be happy to know that I kicked the Storm Titan's ass 1 season ago.
This spiral is unique in the cosmos, bound by laws entirely its own. It must be evaluated as a resource to be plundered or a threat to be contained. But it cannot be assessed if it is intruded upon by outside variables. Thus, Earthborn, you cannot remain. Come, face me, so that I may remove you from the equation.
Well, since he asked so nicely, Istar, there's a guy called Loon Knight. He's another Khonsu puppet and probably needs guidance. Find him and help him. Wizard, let's go.
On it.
The last quest. Oh man, here we go. It's been a very long time coming, team.
At last you arrive, but I have been observing, measuring. My avatars have watched you, tested you, questioned you, studied you. I know your tactics, your spells, your powers and motivations. I am unafraid.
Says every disposable villain we've ever met.
True, and there have been many. The Tut remnants, various bovine warlords, servants of the one called Malistaire, shadow weavers, Arachna, executives of the Nana Corporation, discharged soldiers of Marleybone, Monquista, Valencia, Polaris, numerous angry cats. The list goes on and on, Earthborn, of the power structures you broke. They followed legend and hearsay to find me and beg my aid. An outsider to crush an outsider. A moon wizard to transform the wizard into something more easily destroyed. And I agreed. You are a pebble that hits a pond like a meteor, sending ripples that turn to floods. And like a meteor, you do not belong in this ecosystem. Thus, student of Ravenwood, it is finally time you were expelled.
And I've decided that the game-winning kill shall be scored with a Scion of Ice, just to cap this one off. I have a Biden Blast just in case I need it, but I mean, this is going to be doing the bulk of the damage. And you know, I got a supercharge, I got all of these blades. I think we're good to go. Let's get started.
are challenging, Earthborn, I will confess. Curious, isn't it? How creatures from worlds without magic become so adept at wielding it. Yet while I maintain a localized and limited influence, you disrupt things no Earthborn was ever meant to know.
You keep saying that, but the spiral brought the wizard here. Bartleby himself told Merle Ambrose to do it.
The tree. And on my models for how the two of you arrived, I never considered the tree could simply reach out and grab you. Oh, this is concerning. It means the spiral is not a closed system. It can affect worlds beyond its borders whenever it wishes, with energies that bypass natural law. It could be a threat to... What was that?
Oh, sorry. That was me. These are the machines you use to transform people from here, right? Loon Knight, the Manders, etc. That's your thing? Using technology to manipulate magic? 'Cause I busted it. All of it. You won't be transforming anyone else anymore.
Unfortunate.
I'll bet. Especially once we let your victims outside decide what to do with you. Come on, wizard.
And that's it. That's the last boss. The last fight. Oh man. Crazy to think about. Well. How about it? From moon to the earth.
So, you are some variety of moon duck.
No. Originally, I was something else. A soldier, I think? Then Kansu adjusted me. I don't even know how long it's been.
Worry not, my friend. I too was displaced by a powerful stranger. I will help you find your way.
Hey guys, the wizard did it again. Kansu is contained.
Contained? But what is this city without him?
What any city is without its oppressor, whatever its people wish it to be.
Exactly. You're free now. The future is yours to build. Together.
Da, let us celebrate with traditional Walrusk dance.
Walrusks dance? Not well, but the Snakes of Mirage once taught me some moves I've been dying to try.
Oh, I think I know those.
Mr. Spark, will you join us?
I find the arbitrary swaying of limbs to be illogical, but I have been told to lighten up. I think this would prove a satisfactory way to do so.
Yeah, well, you guys do that. I should probably go check in with my mom.
Earth Wizard? Before you go, there's something I should tell you.
What you got for me, Loon Knight?
Hey, kid. Sorry about all of it. Not sure which of me I am now, or even which I was originally. I think they were all fragments, and now I'm whole. But look, you should know Kansu's knowledge was vast. He monitored the whole spiral for, I don't know, ever? He saw worlds form and die. He saw the nothing appear and learn and become. And he saw you grow from a confused kid to a mighty hero. And he saw something else. He had to look hard to find it. It didn't want to be seen. But you made him curious. You came from beyond the spiral. How? He tried to follow your path backward but couldn't. Instead, he found another path. One stretching from the darkest world to beyond. What I'm saying, kid, is you may be the first Earthborn to reach the spiral, but you're not the last. There's another one out there now. Kansu considered Earthborns a contamination of the spiral, but you're the only one he went after. Why? I'm not sure, but Kansu faced down titans and tyrants and time itself. But this other Earthborn, whatever she's doing, it scared him. Be careful out there, kid.
Food for thought. I mean, who even knows how the 5th arc is gonna go, just based off of that. There is speculation that the next world coming this fall is gonna be Darkmoor, and that whole darkest world bit could lend some credence to that theory, but we will just have to see. By the time you're seeing this, the summer test realm will be about to launch, so hopefully there's gonna be some hints there.
Hey, easy, Mom. Come on, the wizard's back. Wizard? You okay? You look shaken.
Whatever it is, Wizard,
Rest assured the Arcanum will support you through it. You saved Mallory! You saved us all! You will never be on your own.
Remember, whatever is out there, whatever all the maniacs, crooks, and monsters you thwarted think of you, you will always have us. You will always have your friends.
And that is where it ends. Scion of Vengeance. Isn't that something? I mean, I'm going to stick with my Golden Wanderer badge, but wow. With that, officially, the series Wizard101 on a budget has concluded after well over a year. This series has been around for most of my channel's history at this point. It's truly been a long time coming, and I mean, I'm happy to be done. I will say that. This is my 8th maxed wizard, first one on this account, and I mean, there's definitely some gear that I still have to go get. I still have my Merciless hat, which I was honestly fortunate enough to get, but somehow I gotta find better boots. I've had Bazaar boots for some time now, and then obviously I need to get a better wand and kit myself out. I'm still using the Darkmoor of Fame and a deck from even further back, so I guess I got this first, then this, but still, you get what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I got a lot of work to do on this character, but for now, who knows if I'm going to do it. Alright, I'm going to prepare a script for like an outro, so yeah, I kind of don't have time to do that at the moment, but yeah, I will roll that footage in 3, 2, 1. Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you who watched any one of these 84 episodes of this series over the past year and a half for watching, not just this series, but my channel as a whole. I've talked a little bit lately about how I'm really not sure where I want to take this channel now that the series is over. There isn't a lot of content that I feel like I want to make, and I feel like I've done everything that I have wanted to do. I'm never sure if I'll return to PvP content due to the volatility of the meta and how metas turn bad quickly, but for now, I'll continue to say it's on indefinite hiatus. No matter what though, even if this is my last upload, and I'm sure going to try to make that not the case, I want y'all to know how thankful I am that all of you clicked on my channel at some point within the last couple years. It's been the ride of a lifetime putting out content for y'all. I genuinely never expected reviving my Wiz channel would lead to over 4,000 people turning that red subscribe button gray and watching my videos nearly 1 million times. That number is mind-blowing, seriously. The numbers have waned significantly over these last 6 months, but fostering the greatest community in the Wizard101 space has really kept me going, and I'm eternally grateful for all of the experiences I've had here. I wouldn't expect another budget walkthrough at this point. Doing this one was already hell enough, especially in this 5th season, and I definitely broke from the initial concept of soloing everything more than I intended, that's for sure. That in mind, I do think I want to make content for the summer update, and I'll try to stay in tune with community news so I can keep popping up in y'all's sub box, but for now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank every last one of y'all for watching my channel. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and of course, leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if y'all want to chat with me some more, and I will see y'all later.